I was 5 years old, I started begging for violin lessons. I came up with this idea of kind of adding movement to my playing. And I remember my thinking was, if I can get on TV, if I can just get onto TV, like talent scouts will see me, some record labels, like someone's gonna see me, and that'll be my big break. And then I decided to take it to America's Got Talent.
One problem, the violin. Because to do what you do, you've got to be a world-class violinist. Because if you don't, when you're moving around and being thrown around, still trying to play, you end up doing what you did, and that's missing loads of notes. I mean, there were times in there when it was okay, and there were times when it sounded to me like a bunch of rats being strangled. Seriously, that bad. You know, you're not untalented, but you're not good enough, I don't think, to get away with flying through the air and trying to play the violin at the same time. That's what I learned tonight.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
I think the problem is with you, you need to be in a group. You need a singer, you need to find a group of people to work with. And I don't think what you're doing right now is enough to fill a theater in Vegas. I don't. You need a group.
The thing is, he's right, you are great. But that much movement made you not as great as you were. And I get what you were doing. You needed to step it up. But being thrown around kind of threw off your playing. It did, right?
Yeah.
We didn't just hear that. There were notes missing, right?
Yeah, definitely wasn't my best performance, but I gave it my all.
I was devastated, and I remember just trying, everything inside of me was trying to keep me from just breaking down into tears.
I finally realized I wasn't happy. Anytime there's a change to be made, you have to realize that there's somewhere else you want to be. And I wanted basically to be happy. Once I realized that there was a problem, that's when I could change. I knew that I could be happy again. And it was a long road, and it took a lot of looking inward and retraining my brain to think positively. The only thing that actually lasts is those core beliefs that I have worth. And for me, that comes from knowing that
It was probably about 8 months after I was on the show when I met a cinematographer named Devin Graham. And he introduced himself to me as a professional YouTuber. I remember within 24 hours it had 1 million views. And as I looked at it, I just remember thinking, I think my life just changed.
Now, and occasionally it'll just hit me, and I just think, I cannot believe that I'm living my dream. I can't believe it. This is the last show of, pretty much a world tour. We've been all over Europe, Australia, New Zealand, the U.S., and we're ending here in Hawaii. And it blows my mind that all of you guys have come out tonight to see our show and to support us. And that is amazing to me. I just want to say thank you so much. And just a few years ago, I was just a girl that had a really big idea. Kind of a crazy big idea. I had this idea that I wanted to be a dancing violinist. And I went around telling this to people, and every record label, every talent agency or booking agency or management company, everywhere I went, I just kept hearing that I wasn't good enough and that I was too different. I even went on to a little show called America's Got Talent, and I was told on live TV in front of 11 million people who were watching that moment, I was told in front of all those people that I sounded like a bunch of rats being strangled. Yeah, woo! And the reason that I tell you this story is because, I know what it feels like to fail. I know what it feels like to fail big time in front of 11 million people, and to say I was humiliated is such an understatement. I was terrified to step on a stage again. But something inside of me told me that I wasn't done yet. There was more. And also there was a big piece of me that humiliation turned into motivation, and I was like, I want to prove that man wrong. And I share this story with you guys because I know that every single one of you has talents. Things you love, things that you are good at, things that you're passionate about. But also, it's scary to take something that you love and to put it in front of other people to judge. And it's terrifying to fail, and I know that from personal experience, obviously. But my message to you today is one thing I've learned more than anything else through these last few years is that successful people are not successful because they never failed. I think it's actually quite the opposite. Successful people fail over and over and over again. But every time they fall down, they pick themselves up. They get a little bit stronger each time. They learn something. They have grit. And I want to say, after my big falls that I took on America's Got Talent, one of the first people, actually, this is true, and I just barely thought of it now, one of the first people to believe in me is actually McKay Stevens and Aaron Esgrad. They were played in the Vibrant Sound right before us. Those guys were the first guys I played with after America's Got Talent, and they made me feel like I could do it again. And so I want you guys to all give up for the Vibrant Sound to open the show for us tonight. They're amazing. I love those guys. But just like someone believed in me, even though it felt like the vast majority did not, there's someone that will believe in you. And perseverance always pays off. So never let anyone else tell you who you are, who you aren't, what you can and can't do, because you're the only one that can write your own story. And I'm living proof of that. I'm here tonight because you guys believed in me. And so, that's what this next song is about. This next song is about having the courage to trust your heart and the courage to step into the arena.